Hello everyone, Railgan here with a ZvT game that I played against Mocha? Probably Mocha. And today we're going to have a look at my 4 queen drop opener in the ZvT. It's not, I don't know, the build is a bit weird. It's going to work out somewhat. The opener is a standard pool first opener by me, so 17 pool, 18 hatch, 17 gas. Then I slowly put drones in the gas. I went across the map with some links. They killed nothing. The links died. He's going for a standard 1-1-1 opener. Everything is my liking, completely normal, right? Then after the link speed, I start my lair. Get that 4th queen out at my natural. Trying to push the Reaper a bit away. Taking additional gases when my natural is near saturation. Just droning. Killing the Reaper. And then as soon as my 4th queen is done, I start overlord speed. I made 2 drop overlords. You can make 1 or 2, that's not really the important thing. And then I have to build additional queens because I just loaded up all my queens and all my links. I was a little bit scared of the Hellions, so yeah. And he went for a Liberator attack, so I pulled the overlord back home. I didn't want the Liberator to kill everything. But then I eventually move across the map with a couple of links. Links in a drop overlord and this drop overlord here. Now the nice thing about this build is that because I'm decently aggressive and because I have overlord speed, it's really easy for me to scout what my opponent is doing. The Liberator is not really doing that much. I went for a Hydra then into double evolution chamber follow-up. And the way I execute this attack this game is I'm putting pressure on him at his front door. Right here with my link, so he has to keep his units here. Then I go for an 8 link drop in his main base. So he starts, I'm hoping that he pulls some units into his main. And then I'm going for a 4 queen drop in his natural. Now the only thing that really did somewhat work this game was the 4 queen drop. The other things, the link drop didn't really get much done. I'm just kind of shooting away at the SCVs here and killing a couple. Queens kill SCVs somewhat fast, which is nice. I should have put down a creep tumor there, that would have helped me quite a bit. He eventually has the tank down, so it makes it a bit hard for me to stay there, and I just retreat. But I think I did that was a big mistake. I wanted to drop on top of the tank because I figured he only has 1 tank, and then let's watch it again. Then I sadly lose my queen drop. But it's okay, right? I have my 3rd base up, I have my natural saturated, my main saturated, oversaturated in fact. I got my Hydra disc tech on the way. And I continue to be a little bit annoying here with my link drops. Just trying to get whatever in that I can. I'm playing this game somewhat sloppy. I mean, right here I'm doing a little bit of damage again. But he's still on 3 bases as well right now. Got my 4th on the way, just building Hydras right now, because I kind of want to go for a Hydra follow-up. I figured I have a pretty good upgrade timing on him, so that's what I'm going for here. I sadly can't really push through here because of the siege tank, but I tried and I'm showing a little bit of aggression so that he doesn't play too greedy. Instead of the map, mice of the map rather, the Liberator, shut that one down. And he pushes me through the middle. I got my Hive Tech and the Lurker then on the way. I usually get both around the same time. When I play a Hydra style, I really like to get Lurkers out, and I know that I need Vipers to deal with siege tanks. So that's usually a tech path that I'm going. Taking a fight like this against Hydras is never really a good idea, because Hydra DPS is so high that you can just... I guess he was aiming for a +2/+2 attack timing. But I already had my upgrades there as well, and now this is of course a pretty annoying position for me to defend. Luckily I have Lurkers and he can't really push into Lurkers with his siege tanks and marines. Then once my Vipers are here, I'm able to just start abducting his tanks one at a time. Marines are very annoying to deal with though, because you can just kind of put the Marines at the front. I was sending in some links there to see what's going on. Then I abduct 1 tank, I abduct another tank. Now all he has left here is 1 tank. I was assuming that he would set up another push somewhere, but he was just very aggressive with that one push. Widowmines are really annoying against Vipers. I didn't really think about that before, but then when I played against it, like the Widowmines, Widowmines make it so my units can't really push in too deep. So it was a bit annoying. Then he goes along the side. Already have Lurkers in position. Gotta be careful that he doesn't kill my Vipers, but I would like to abduct some of his Medivacs here or even Parasitic Bomb him, but couldn't really make it happen, so I just took some Marauders. Which are nice as well. Marauders aren't free, but Medivacs are just a more techie unit. Some defensive Lurkers at all my bases right now. Got some Spines and Spores here, so I can... That nice defense. Just abducting another tank. He then kills my Lurker as well, but I like to keep his tank count low. I don't actually know how this game ends. I'm good. Like the logical follow-up to Hydra Lurker is Broodlord. Yes. Yes. Blinding Cloud on everything. Just Blinding Cloud everything at once and then push in. I should have moved in with my Lurkers as well. Like this was a little bit awkward. This fight right here is very awkward for me because my Lurkers aren't really participating very much in the fight. They're a little bit too far at the back, so only this one is really shooting. And his tanks can still shoot at my Lurkers, so that was a really bad position by me. But I was able to kill his most of his units, and then when he unsieges, I just move on top of him with my Lurkers and finish him off. And that's a bit annoying, but then I have my Broodlords on the way, and once I have my Broodlords, the game is pretty much over. The one unit that I don't really know how to deal with yet, that I don't really know how to combat yet, is the Ghost, because I don't really have anything against Ghosts, sadly, when I play like this. Then the Broodlords make him unsiege, abduct the siege tanks, and then I think I move across the map and kill him. So it was a weird opener with my 4 queen drop into Lurkers. I mean, oh shit, did I just spoil that? I'm gonna kill him. Just abduct the Vikings, abduct everything. I'm not sure if I'm abducting the Force as well. And the Force just run into my Lurkers, that's fine as well. Chow 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 chow. It's like they sound a little bit like Pac-Man in my head. Maybe that's me though. One tank abducted, another tank abducted. Like a tank shooting range there. Yeah, and then he gets Ghost, but by now it's a bit too late. Another 4 abducted. And I think that was the last of my abducts, but I have enough units here to just push through him. Because I mean, this is like 1 4, 1 tank, 5 Ghosts is not really a big standing army at this point in the game. So I just position myself here kind of on top of his production and shoot down everything that he sends my way while I'm macroing at home. Building 19 Hydras and 4 Vipers right now. Got my defense Lurkers still set up. My Broodlord slowly chip away until he eventually has to GG out and leave the game. Because I just keep trading favorably. That was a weird opener with my 4 queen, then I transitioned into Hydras. Banded some pushes on my side of the map. Played a little bit turtly with Spines, Spores and Lurkers at all my bases so I don't get run over. And eventually once I had Ling Hydra Lurker, Ling Hydra, I transitioned to Broodlord Lurker, to Lurker Viper. Then I did the Broodlords once I felt safe, once I had enough gas, and then pushed and killed my opponent with a Broodlord push. Hope you enjoyed today's game. Thank you all for watching. See you soon.